Hello, my crafty friends, and welcome back to another Altenew Ambassador YouTube video. For this video, I am going to be using the Lenten Grace stamp and stencil set, as well as the Sugar Plum Fresh dye ink set. And I'm going to be using the Nimbus Fresh dye ink from the Tranquility Fresh dye ink set. So I've got my card panel set up in my stamp wheel. I'm actually going to be bringing in some masking paper as well, and I'm gonna stamp that with the pale mauve, and we'll trim that out later because we will be using that for some ink blending. Now I am going to be stamping on my main card panel with the pale mauve as well. I'm going to come back in once all of my ink blending is done and stamp with the jet black. This just allows me to make sure I can see the details for my stenciling without any of my ink blending muting that crisp black ink. All right, so I am going to come in with the stencils that pertain to this particular stamp in the set, and that is stencil number 1, which is the one we'll be starting with. And I'm going to secure that, making sure it's lined up all nice. And I'm going to come in with the Amethyst Fresh dye ink from that Sugar Plum set. And I'm going to be inking up all of those petals. Now you'll also notice I used one of my Sharpies just to draw that line because the stencils on the left side, or I should say the openings on the left side, are also for this flower, but not as it's lined up right now. So I draw that black line just to make sure I don't oversee that and I don't ink blend where I'm not supposed to. So again, as you can see here, I come in, ink blend all of those petals with that amethyst color, and I'm just doing the remaining petals on both of these flowers because I do have that second flower just partial on the top there. So now I'm coming in with stencil number 2, line that up, of course, and finish up those petals that belong on that large flower that you can mostly see and that second flower that's at the top. Now, once all of my petals have been ink blended on these flowers, I'm going to come back in with stencil number 1, line that up and secure it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in that grape agate. So that is a darker shade than that amethyst. And I'm going to be adding that ink with a mini ink blending brush just to the base of those petals. So really kind of closer to the center. And I'm pretty careful when I do this because I don't want the entire petal to be this dark. I just kind of want it slowly moving up from the base of that petal. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this for all of the petals on these flowers. Okay, now, of course, I am going to do my best to speed up a lot of this ink blending because, again, it is going to be a lot of ink blending and putting these stencils back down to add more ink. And one of the reasons I don't do the ink blending with the stencil as it's laid down and lined up the first time is because it allows my ink to dry a little bit, right? Because once the ink dries, it does look a little bit different. Okay, so it can either lighten up or when I'm adding additional shades, it can look a little bit different or slightly different once it's dry. All right, so you can see here I've come in with stencil number 2 kind of on that right side, and I'm adding the peachy glow for the centers. Now for the right side of the stencil as well, we've got some leaves. For the greens, I am going to come in with Green Opal and Misty Sage. This is from the Jade Dreams Fresh dye ink set. Now, because this stencil is just one layer except for the centers, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first ink up my leaves with that Misty Sage, and then I'm going to come in with a little bit of Green Opal kind of at the base of the leaf, also trying to keep that green opal to one side, just trying to add a little bit of depth and shadow. Now, for the centers, I am going to be coming in with a pretty yellow, and I wanted to use kind of a darker yellow, really just to make those stamens pop. Now, once my centers and leaves are done, I'm going to come back in again with stencil number 1, line up the petals, and I'm going to come in with the darkest shade from that Sugar Plums, the plum. That doesn't sound right. I'm coming in with the darkest shade from the Sugar Plums Fresh Dye ink, which is called Plum. I'm also going to be using that blue ink, the Nimbus, from the Tranquility Fresh Dye ink set as well. So first I'm coming in with the Nimbus, and again, keeping that blue really close to the base of those petals. So what I want to do is I'm building up that blue on top of the other purples that I've laid down. And I'm slowly doing that because I don't want to add too much. Now, once I'm happy with that ink blended blue, I do come in with the plum, and I do figure out kind of at this layer that it is best to have my plum and my Nimbus both open and ink blending at the same time so I can see that color. Now, I don't do that right away here because I have had some big boo-boos when I have 2 different colors of ink open at the same time with 2 ink blending brushes going. I usually end up inking one of my brushes with the wrong ink or bringing the wrong ink to the paper. But I realized as I was doing this that I need them both at the same time so I can add both of the inks at the same time. Once I get my groove going here, I do this for all the petals. And the beauty of doing that is each petal is going to look slightly different, which in nature, nothing is perfect, right? Everything is perfect based on its imperfections. All right, so I'm going to move on and I'm going to cut out my masking paper here just around that stamped image. Now, I'm not a fan of fussy cutting, but this is pretty easy. And I do my best to keep the cutting on the line, right on the line of that stamped image, because I don't want my masking paper to go over into the white areas. I want to make sure. I would rather have a little bit of my ink blended image showing because I'm coming in with a lighter color. So it's not going to be that noticeable and I'm going to be blending pretty light. I've got my masking paper over my image and I'm going to come in with the Buttercream Fresh Dye ink as well as a small blending brush. And I'm going to add that buttercream just to the surrounding area of my image. Now, buttercream is one of my favorite ink colors. It is such a soft yellow. Like the color itself almost makes me feel happy and relaxed at the same time. So I really do love this buttercream, and I just got it in the Fresh Dye ink last week. So I knew I had to use it as soon as possible. Now, of course, I bring in that buttercream and I go around the entire outer area of that image. And then what I do is I try and slowly blend that out to the bottom and lower right-hand corner of my card panel, right? Because I want a nice gradient and a nice fade. And again, the beauty with the buttercream is it is so light. So in order to kind of get more of that shade, you do have to add a little bit more ink, which is of course really easy to do around that outer area of my flowers. All right, now I did not move my card panel or my stamp. And now I'm going to come in, I'm going to ink up my stamp and I'm going to stamp it with the jet black ink. And I'm going to do a couple of impressions and that's really going to brighten up this card panel. All right, so I stamped my sentiment. I added some enamel dots. They're sugar plum enamel dots. So they do go nicely with my flower petals. And I think this is a really beautiful card. It's very simple, doesn't take too long, it's not complicated. It's really just about layering your inks. I mean, the hardest part was that fussy cutting, and that's just because I really don't like fussy cutting. Now, really quickly, I just want to show you a couple of other variations that I did using the same techniques, same ink blending, masking, all of that. Now, both the far left and far right card panel, I used shades of purple. And of course, with the one on the right there, I used Nimbus and Dark Night from the Tranquility die set. And the one on the left, I mostly use that shades of purple, fresh dye ink, and a little bit of that Nimbus. All right, so that's it for this video. I hope it inspires you to create something new and unique. And just another reminder, this is an Altenew Ambassador video, so there is a promo code in the details allowing you to receive free Brushed Rose Metallic Cardstock with orders over $99.